I'm not sure how this video is going to go because I've not planned what I'm going to say. Not that I do anyway, but what I mean by that is I've not decided what my view is on this subject. I'm confused and I'm kind of at a loss really as to how I really feel about it. So what I'm talking about is the stadium and its use as a multi-purpose venue for things like boxing, Lady Gaga, Guns N' Roses, and of course NFL. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not sure if I should feel anything about it, to be honest. Because, like, on one hand, I think, well, I don't support Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I support Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So the venue where they play technically doesn't really matter to me. I've said on many occasions I'd be happy to go and watch them on Hackney Marshes. It wouldn't bother me, you know. But at the same time, I do recognise that having your own patch, your own place, is quite important. You know, it's like it's your home, it's your bit. You know, it's where we congregate. You know, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it. You know, I recognise like the revenue, and I guess this is probably the point. I guess the revenue generated from all of those events whilst football's not going on add to the coffers, I guess. What they do with those coffers is the issue, I think. So like we go, okay, I mean I know someone who went up for the AJ fight and they said to me that they basically ran out of beer. You know, the venue ran out of beer. The biggest bar in Europe, it ran out of beer because they drank it dry. So you can imagine the money that's generated, you know, on a day like that. Bearing in mind, these guys are sat in the stands drinking beer, they're sat in the concourses drinking beer. It's not just a half time or an hour before or an hour after. It's the whole time, you know. And the boxing's going on. Like, I mean, it's not just one fight, right? There's lots of other fights. And the same with the NFL. I mean, the NFL goes on for God knows how many hours. I'm not a fan, so there's no point me making it. I am. So, and again, you can sit and you can drink in the stands and all the rest of it, which is ironic when you consider, right? So, as an NFL American football fan, you can sit in the stands and drink a beer. As an English Tottenham Hotspur football fan, you can't sit in the stands and have a beer because we can't be trusted when we support football, but we can be trusted when we support American football, which I guess is true because you don't see many American football matches where hooligans are throwing beer around and all the rest of it. Whereas at you know, normal football matches, we all know that if they sold beer in the stands, we'd be all getting beer shampoo every time Tottenham scored, which, you know, maybe once or twice a game, perhaps, if we're lucky. But yeah, so I'm like, I get it, you know, the money that it generates. And of course, I mean, the other thing is, like with this American football, the advertising it must create in America for this team that's got a big cockerel stuck on a ball while there's birds singing their national anthem. And they're thinking to themselves, where the bloody hell's that? Oh, it's in Tottenham. What's that about? Oh, it's football. Oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you know, you increase your brand and all the rest of it. And the money that goes with that. The big question is, what are they going to do with that money? You know, Levy and co don't have a good record of, you know, reinvesting that money in to what's important to us, which is obviously our football squad. You know, they might invest it in, you know, an art gallery or another building along Tottenham High Road, or indeed another football club. They may invest it in all of that, which makes perfect sense to an investment company, but it makes no sense to us as a Tottenham Hotspur football fan, and all we want is a bloody bit of silverware, for God's sake. So yeah, so I'm rambling, I get again, and I know I end up doing this a lot, right? But I guess my point is, should I really be bothered about what they do with the stadium when Tottenham ain't playing in it? Does it really matter that they've got flags up and it's a multi-purpose venue and all the rest of it? Does it really matter? Am I really that bothered about it? You know, and a lot of people are, right? A lot of people are really upset, you know, about its use, and you know, it's a football club, not a multi-purpose venue, and blah blah blah. And I get that. I totally understand that perspective as well, because part of me feels the same on that. So I guess I kind of see it from both sides, and I'm kind of looking at it thinking, well, you know, I don't want them to use my venue or my football team's venue for everything and anything, but at the same time I can see the reasons why you would, and what you get from it, or what the owners get from it, not necessarily what the football club gets from it. So I don't know. So I don't know whether I should be upset or not. What do you think? You know, you can obviously leave your comments in the comment